What's up, guys? Thanks for checking out my video tonight. I've been wanting to make a updated top 10 TwoSun knives video for a little while here, but after trying to go through them all, I realized I was having a kind of a hard time narrowing it down to 10, so this is actually going to be my top 20 for 2020, and a little bit easier here that way. So if they've made it to the top 20, these all have some good stuff going for them, in my opinion at least. Um, they're pretty much in order as far as I can tell, but before I get into these, I did get another knife in this week that I want to show you first here, rather than make a separate video. I do have some other small stuff that I've gotten, but I'm going to save all that. I tried to record this once before and it ended up being like 45 minutes long, so nobody needs that. I'll make a separate video. But I did want to show you this. This is a Spyderco knife that I got in trade the other day, and not a whole lot of Spydercos on this channel, but this one, you know, it was interesting, and I'm always down to check out different stuff. So this is the Tim Zawada C56, and this one's probably about 20 years old, best as I can figure. It is in VG10 steel and made in Japan. Unfortunately, they put the clip at the wrong end for my personal taste, but I guess that's what you got 20 years ago for semi-tactical knives. Now this is definitely a stabbing oriented knife. I mean, it's a very, very pokey blade. I'm not sure what else it would be really all that good for, but as far as being a poker of a knife, it would definitely be good for that. It is razor sharp. I don't think this has ever been used for anything. Still has its factory hair popping edge on it. So kind of a neat knife. You can see they actually use regular Phillips head screws on this thing. I guess before Torx were in style, but the liner lock, you can see the lockup is about perfect on it. It is actually pretty much dead center, so nice knife. Now, it doesn't flick out or anything, because I guess this is on washers, but really nice, comfortable, slow roll. You can actually shake it out if you shake it hard enough, right at, you know, the exact angle, but kind of just a nice slow roll. Great access for your thumb, so I was happy to get it and be able to check it out. It's got this really nice dark black micarta, so kind of a cool old classic Spyderco. So let's get into some of these TwoSun knives, though. We're going to start here with number 20. This is on their budget side, but definitely a great knife, and I like this one pretty much first time I took this one out of the box. This is the TS201 by Rattlesnake in Sandvik steel. It's got this G10 with carbon fiber laminate. Great knife, though. Incredibly comfortable. It is just solid, and I mean, it has a lot of good stuff going for it for being, you know, in the $40 range. So I think this one was just really well done, and definitely worth 40 bucks. It works great. It is comfortable and feels solid. So this one definitely made my list. So number 20, the TS201. Number 19. It's gonna be another budget TwoSun, but for the 35 or 40 bucks that you pay for this one, I mean, you're just getting so much knife. This thing is a beast. This is the TS222 by Jelly Jerry, again in Sandvik steel, but I mean, this thing just feels more like a cold steel than a TwoSun. It's a beast. It is a big monster of a knife, and I love it. It is just a great, solid design, and worth every bit that you pay for this thing. So this one made the list. Number 19, TS222. Number 18, and this is one that I've had for a while, but then, you know, when they released it in the M390 with this micarta, this one's always been in my top favorites for sure. This is the TS49 by Night Morning Design, and just a great little knife. More of a, you know, kind of a classy type carry for me. It's not one that I could use every day as like a working type knife. I've tried. The clip is a little bit small. It's kind of the only downfall in this one for me. It doesn't go into a pair of jeans real easily. So as far as wanting to carry this every day, it's not a regular carry for me, but I do love the design. It's an awesome little knife. So the TS49. Number 17 is the TS27. And I actually just got this one the other day. I've had it before, and I've had a hard time, keeping one of these in my collection. It seems like every time I get one, I end up letting it go to somebody for some reason or another. So I finally scored another one on eBay. This is a great knife. This is one of their older designs, obviously being number 27, but always been a favorite of mine. It has this really nice thumb ramp, which just makes the entire knife. It's got an awesome, comfortable grip. It's not very thick. Feels great in your hand. And if you're the type of person that wants to modify titanium knives, I mean, this thing's just a huge blank canvas. It's got a lanyard hole. It's got a nice, big, thick, chunky blade to it. I mean, just a great knife all the way around. So the number TS27 is going to be my number 17. So number 16, this is the TS237 collaboration between Matt Seismansky and Wong Design. Again, in Sandvik steel. Get this nice carbon fiber on the front. This is another great knife. I mean, just really feels good. It operates really well. Again, I'm not a huge fan of the front flipper, but this one does work alright. And the idea of having both the front and the back flipper, if you can pull it off like this and have it, not be goofy for either of them, I think that's awesome. That really just makes it useful for both camps of people. But as far as a regular back flipper, this one works great. So definitely on my list, TS237. Number 15. Again, on kind of the classy carry type of TwoSun knife, the TS118 by Max Kachuk in M390 steel. And this is one that all of them are shipped left-hand pocket carry, and I haven't had a chance to switch this one yet, so keep something under there so the copper doesn't get all messed up before I decide to switch it. But great little knife. Definitely was not expecting to like this one as much as I did, but it really is nice. So if you get a chance to get your hands on one, I definitely recommend it. The TS118. Moving down the list, next up we have the TS166 by Wong Design. This one, again, it's just a comfortable knife. It feels nice. It's all rounded. There's no sharp edges. There's nothing uncomfortable about this knife anywhere. It really just fits your hand perfectly. And yeah, this one made my list for sure. A couple things that maybe I would have changed. I would have loved to have a lanyard spot on this one, and then the clip could have been a little bit farther down to the end. So this is not one that I would regularly carry, but again, it's an awesome design. So this one definitely made my list. The TS166 by Wong Design. Number 13 is actually another Wong Design and a newcomer. This is the TS249. And the reason this one is a little bit ahead of the 166 is this one has more going for it as far as I'm concerned. I mean, this is a knife that I would definitely put in my pocket on a regular basis. It's got a really nice clip on it, good spot, comfortable access for your thumb. It's got a nice snap to it, which I like, and then I could put a lanyard on it. So this one, all the way around, just a great little design. And I did see there's a few of these on eBay again, so I recommend this one for sure. The TS249. number 12. And this is one that I also just got this past week, but really nice surprise actually. This is the TS251, once again by Wong Design. This is the Great Wall. And yeah, pretty much as soon as I took it out of the box, this one feels good. It is smooth and just a classy looking knife. Got the shred carbon fiber on it, which I think works really well on this one. And then a huge selling point is a stonewash blade. And this is a Sandvik blade that they've decided to stonewash. So my suggestion to any TwoSun fans out there who are frustrated with their scratching on the Sandvik steel, write them a note, drop them a line, eBay, Instagram, whatever. Just kindly ask them, why don't you guys stonewash all of your Sandvik blades? I mean, it doesn't make sense not to. I don't know what the extra steps are involved for them time-wise as far as, you know, tumbling them or whatever, but it really just makes for a much nicer blade. So this one, fantastic knife. There is one thing about this that I don't know if this is something that is common on all of them or just happens to be this one that I got, but I did notice the carbon fiber panel on this guy, since I guess there's a screw here and a screw here and it's kind of a big wide piece, there is just a little bit of space between the carbon fiber and the titanium, so you can kind of feel just a little bit of play there. I was going to take it apart and see what's going on, if I can adjust it a little bit, maybe, I don't know, put a dab of glue or see what's going on under there, but other than that, really does feel nice all the way around. I'm hoping that that's, you know, something minor that can be taken care of, even though you can kind of feel it just a little bit. It's all rounded. The carbon fiber's been sanded, so there's no sharp edges. It just, all the way around, this is definitely a great design. So the TS251 Great Wall by Wong Design. And then number 11. This is the TS190 by Night Morning Design. And again, one of those knives that the instant you take it out of the box, this one just feels great in your hand. Definitely one of my top favorites. I don't think I've ever showed this knife to anybody who didn't say, wow, that's a good looking knife. So this one definitely made my list. Again, would be nice to have some stonewash on here, but this one actually is not bad. Most of the ones that I have, scratching isn't too bad. You can see a little bit, so if that kind of thing bothers you, definitely just kindly ask them why don't they stonewash it. But even still, this one made the list. Number 11, the TS190 Cobra. And maybe I'm forgetting some of the names on these, but look them up. So, number 10. Going to be the TS42 by Night Morning Design. And this is one that I hunted for a while. They don't pop up very often, and it's a great knife. It's really cool looking, especially out in the sunlight, this green carbon fiber. I don't know why they've never used this on any other knife. It doesn't make sense to me. It's just such a cool looking addition, especially front and back for people who need that symmetry, but great design. Got this nice spot for your thumb, so I really like this one a lot. This one is in D2 steel, but the TS42 made my top 10. Number 9. This is going to be a Mazwan Mokhtar design. This is the TS191, and this one is in S90V steel. Very nice knife. I mean, something about this one, it's hard to explain unless you've actually handled one of these and opened and closed it a few times, but it feels unique. there's something about this one. It doesn't feel like any other TwoSun knife that I've ever opened and closed. It kind of clicks into place and just has a very unique feel to it. So that alone makes it, kind of special to me. I don't know, it definitely feels like a high-end knife. It feels like a very expensive knife. So I love that the back is pretty much fully enclosed. It's got a nice clip on it. The only thing about this one that I think I mentioned in the last video, the two little cutouts here on the carbon fiber for the lock insert screws, it's a little sharp there, but other than that, that's really the only thing that I would even fault on this knife. Besides that, it's a great blade. Big and comfortable, just a nice solid knife. So number 9 is the TS191 by Mazwan Mokhtar. Number 8 is the TS88, and this is another night morning design. This is one that I've always loved. Just an amazing feat of machining here to be able to put a knife together like this with no screws, all pinned together, pins and wedges, mortise and tenon construction. It's just different. It's unique, and not in a strange way. It feels solid. It really is a nice knife all the way around. So I've always loved this one. This one is in M390 steel, and even has little cutouts here. You can put a tritium tube in there if you wanted to. I saw Way of Knife Gearhouse did one of these, all anodized and blinged out. Really came out nice. If you haven't seen their Instagram, go check it out. But great design. I actually really prefer the look of bare titanium personally. I'm not one that anodizes most things, but yeah, this is one that I've just always loved. So this one made the list. Number 8 spot, TS88. So number 7, another one that has always been a very favorite of mine. This is the TS121 by Wong Design. Another one that I'm not sure why they've forgotten about doing an upgrade on the blade steel. This one is in D2. Would be great if they upgraded it, put the M390 on here, but honestly, I have no problems with their D2. I know a lot of people would go nuts if this one was upgraded, though. Great knife. Always love this one. Nothing that I don't like about this knife. So, and for 50 or 60 bucks, I don't know how you can beat it. It's just a great design. So TS121 by Wong Design. Number 6. It's going to be the TS81, again by Wong Design. And if it's not clear at this point, I really do love most of the stuff that Wong puts out. He just has a very interesting style, and I like his stuff. So this one, absolutely have always liked this knife. It was a classy looking knife when originally it came out with the bone inserts, but when they put it out with the carbon fiber, little upgraded blade steel, this is just a sexy knife. There's no two ways about it. So the TS81. Number 5. It's going to be the TS162, also by Wong Design. This is the S90V version, and yeah, instant favorite right here. If you have this one, you know exactly what I mean. It's just not hard to see as soon as you open this that this is a fantastic knife. So this one made my top 10 for sure. The TS162. Number 4. It's going to be the TS64 by Night Morning Design. One of my favorite unloved TwoSun knives, just underappreciated in my opinion, but if you can find one, I would definitely scoop it up. They're getting kind of hard to come by these days, but yeah, this is my spare, brand new and in the box on the side for sure, because my user is definitely starting to show some age, so nice feeling to have a backup, but always going to be my top 10, TS64. Number 3, of course, by Mazwan Mokhtar, is going to be the TS84 Orca. Hoping this one comes back in style and they decide to make it again. I'm sure there's plenty of other people thinking the same thing, so keep on asking. Maybe they'll do it. But yeah, I love this big guy, the Orca. And then number 2 is the Jelly Jerry TS224, and this one really just jumped all the way up there as soon as I got it. Wonderful little design. I mean, it just fits my hand perfectly. It's a great little knife. So this one, yeah, what else can I say? I mean, I like it a lot, so pretty high up there on the list. TS224 by Jelly Jerry in S90V. And then, of course, number 1, the TS72, now in M390 steel. So it's going to take something special to knock this one out, but yeah, for right now, that's the one that takes the cake. So let me know what you guys think. This is, again, all of these have good stuff going for them if they've made it onto the table here. But, you know, there's a lot of new ones that keep coming out all the time. I'm sure this list will change as more come out. There's quite a few that are still on my wish list, and I'm waiting for the price to go down a little bit on them, since every time somebody shows a new one on YouTube, the price goes up on it. So I'm trying to be patient on some of the new ones, but yeah, that's my list for tonight. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys at the next video.